Downton Abbey, Season 3, Episode 7, titled Part 7. This is the sweeping of the broom episode. So, the guy who was running Downton Abbey for Robert is a little bit of a schmuck. He just doesn't really do things very well, and he's being ousted by Matthew because Matthew's kind of making him accountable for things, and the lawyer's making him accountable for things. So he gives Matthew the great speech where he kind of resigns from the positions as, "Sir, you represent the new broom. I represent the old broom. I am leaving, and I wish you luck on your sweeping." And basically, that's what it's about. It's the old generation basically saying to the young generation, it's easy to judge. It's easy to look at things from an outside perspective and say that you're not doing things the right way. But unless you learn how to sweep, unless you've done the damage yourself and know to clean up the damage, then you really don't have anything to say. And Matthew, his basically has to be accountable for what he has to say about helping Downton. And Matthew is the weight on his shoulders will be. This is also the episode of the christening where the Catholic religion kind of comes into fruition with the English kind of clan. And this is Catholicism also represents a lot of change and a lot of they don't, Christianity versus Catholicism. It's all really the same shit, but for them it's a big deal. And having the baby christened is a big deal. So in Tom, who always says he's going to leave here, leave there, but the key episode is episode 5 when Sybil dies, because she gives two things. She gives two speeches, to one to Mary, one to her mother, and basically it's almost like she kind of knows that she's going to die or she might die. So she wants to make sure that Tom, who she thinks is exceptional and thinks is very smart, and wants to give Tom the opportunities to be successful, and this is what her gift to Tom is. And Tom will take the reins of Downton and basically probably will be successful. He's got a great arc this year, and but of course this is also the episode of Thomas kind of like making a play on the handsome new footman, and it's come smashing into his ground. And now Thomas, who seems to be on his way out because of his gay motive towards the guy. But this is when I'm doing this review when the Emmy nominations just came out, and they just came out today. So I've been scanning at it, and the character who plays Mary got a nomination for Best Actress. The character who plays Robert got the nominee for Best Actor. Basically, the head butler, got the head office for Best Supporting Actor. But really, the actor who plays Thomas that's the hardest role to play, because it's like we don't like him, and then all of a sudden we have a rooting interest for him. We basically every season it's like we always have mixed feelings about Thomas. Like we think he's bad, but all of a sudden we start to get emotions for him. Like we tend to care for him, and this is what happens with Thomas too, where he's getting the bummed rap in a certain way because he is a different guy. And when Carson gives him the little speech about how he should be burned to a crisp or whatever you want to call it, just for being gay. It tells you what the times that we're in. But things are going to change, and this is what's happening. And maybe a guy like Branson or Tom, you know what I mean? Like maybe a guy like he needs to be the guy that changes things for Downton in many ways. So it's really the changing of the guard in so many different ways, where it's the old broom and the new broom, and the new broom basically has to learn how to sweep. And just like the younger generation, you can judge the older generation all you want, but you gotta learn how to sweep, because that's what it comes down to. That's my review.